Drones attacked a vessel carrying aid to Gaza in international waters off Malta. That's according to the group organizing the shipment. It was the latest confrontation over efforts to send assistance to the Palestinian territory devastated by nearly 19 months of war. The vessel was carrying 12 crew members and 4 civilians, but no injuries were reported. A ship bound for Gaza carrying humanitarian aid and activists was bombed by drones today, and its organizers allege that Israel was to blame. The country's foreign ministry has not responded to the allegations by the Freedom Flotilla Coalition, an international non-governmental group.
We have been attacked. Just a few minutes back, some drones attacked the conscience. We are asking emergency relief to the Maltese authorities.
Aerial video released by Sea-Watch showed the conscious vessel was still at sea hours after the drone attack, with black patches on its bow. Still images released by the Freedom Flotilla Coalition showed damage to the front of the ship and a large black hole. A nearby tugboat responded to a distress call from the Conscience, which authorities said experienced a fire that was brought under control. The vessel was carrying 12 crew members and 4 civilians. The Maltese government said those aboard refused to leave the ship, but the vessel and its crew were secured in the early hours of the morning.
Is one of many attempts to open up a humanitarian corridor.
Swedish activist Greta Thunberg, who was to board the ship today and continue the voyage to Gaza, stressed the importance of opening a humanitarian corridor in the enclave and vowed to continue to fight.
The ship is currently still, as far as I know, at the location where it was attacked, because if it would move, too much water would come in and it would sink. So that is where we are right now. What happens now is uncertain.
Meanwhile, in Gaza, an aid official said violent fights are erupting over dwindling supplies, such as water, as Israel's total blockade into the enclave hit the 2-month mark. Since March 2nd, Israel has completely cut off all supplies to the 2.3 million residents of the Gaza Strip, and food stockpiled during a ceasefire at the start of the year has all but run out. It's the longest closure the Strip has ever faced.
Food stocks have now mainly run out. Water access has become impossible. In fact, as I speak to you, just below, downstairs from this building, people are fighting for water. There's a water truck that has just arrived, and people are killing each other over water.
Israel has previously denied that Gaza is facing a hunger crisis and says there's still enough aid to sustain the population. An American surgeon just recently back from the besieged enclave says the situation gets worse every time.
As a doctor, an American doctor, we're not the main characters. We're just supporting actors, and we're just there to help and assist the locals. But the locals are just saying they don't have enough, and they're pretty much running on fumes and using what little they have. So it's not ideal to do, for example, an orthopedic surgery with no gowns and no surgical drapes.
Now Israel's prime minister has revealed what he considers the supreme objective of the war in Gaza, and it's not bringing home the hostages.
And he said that supreme objective is, quote, victory over our enemies. This is the first time that we've heard the Israeli prime minister be so explicit about something which many of his critics have long suspected, that the prime minister was more concerned with the defeat of Hamas than with securing the release of the hostages.
The war started after Hamas-led fighters killed 1,200 people and took 251 hostages to Gaza in the October 7th attacks. Since then, Israel's offensive on the enclave has killed more than 52,000 people, according to Palestinian health officials. Meanwhile, the UN says Israeli attacks have killed at least 209 journalists in Gaza since the 2023 attack, adding it recorded, quote, massive spikes in censorship, as well as attacks on and detentions of journalists.